What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. This is your boy Jay Sense, and today is going to be our first video on this channel talking about fragrances and style and everything in between to help all of you guys who are looking for men's fragrances be the best version of yourself. So today we're going to be talking about the 5 best beginner fragrances that all people who are starting out a cologne collection should have. Me personally, to give some backstory before we get into this, I recently got into fragrances about like 3 or so months ago, and I've been making my own journey. So I thought maybe it would be helpful for me to, talk about some cologne fragrances and some cool things that I learned on my journey through this very expensive hobby and I guess very expensive niche. So we're gonna be talking about it. These are gonna be some of the least expensive ones that I think would make a very good addition to anyone's fragrance collection. So come with me and take some notes, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about whether I think any of these are safe like blind buys, or if you should sample them, or anything in between. Also, let me know, when did you start your fragrance journey? Because I feel like everyone starts their fragrance journey at some point in their life, especially as men. We always are thinking of ways to improve ourselves and make ourselves better by any means necessary. So for all my people watching this and trying to do the same thing through the smell of fragrances, let me know in the comment section. Also, subscribe for more content like this, where we go and help other people try to find their own fragrance style. Because I feel like, for me at least, fragrances go hand in hand with style. You can't wear all fragrances with all styles, but I feel like everyone can wear all fragrances as long as they have a certain mindset. But let's get into this. Number one, boys. This is one of the first ones that I got, and I actually got this as a gift from a friend. I didn't even buy this one, but I guess he picked out the perfect fragrance to set me on my fragrance journey. Shout out to my boy Jimmy. But the first one right here, John Paul Immortal. You guys can see it. Hold up. Is it going to actually focus? Focus. John Paul Immortal. This one's not a very expensive fragrance, so you can look it up on any discounters or online. For this price, it's definitely under $100. But this one is one of my favorites, and I'm gonna tell you guys where you can wear this, because I feel like with people buying fragrances, there's a fragrance for all occasions. So all 5 of these are going to be for a different occasion that I feel like you can wear it for. Obviously, some people may think differently, but for me, this fragrance, oh man, this is one of the ones that you can wear. It's a daily. This is one you wear to the grocery store, to Barnes and Noble, anywhere you need to. This one is also that people compare this one to. If you guys don't know, if you guys are new, there's a cologne called Louis Vuitton L'Immensité. It's a very expensive fragrance. It's like $360. It's extremely expensive, but this is I guess people call it a clone or a dupe of it. It's very good. It's extremely good. It's one of those ones that I would, if you are into like a fresh, clean lavender, vanilla, citrusy note, not even, it has grapefruit in it, so it's a little citrusy. If you are into that, this was the one that you'll enjoy. This one is not too like abrasive. I feel like you can wear this around virtually anyone, and people aren't going to be looking at you with a side eye like, what the fuck, why is he wearing this freaking extremely like abrasive cologne? So don't feel bad about buying this one. Especially, I think this is a clear blind buy success, a successful blind buy, because it's very tame, I guess you would say, because there's some colognes in this cologne game that are not so tame, and they kind of are aggressive, I would say. And that's not an aggressive one, but it is one I feel like they'll get you some compliments, and it'll make people look at you like, oh, that's a clean dude, he's put together, he's well managed, he's even keel. Definitely go check out John Low Immortal. It's one of those ones that got me into fragrances. I was like, oh snap, fragrance because it smell good. I was like, I don't need to wear Axe. That it was one of those ones that got me into loving this hobby that I take part in. The next one, sorry, I have these written down because, like I said, I'm not like, this is my first video and I'm new to this, so I'm new to this. I'm just kind of giving out my preferences of stuff that I wear and that I like and that I enjoy. So I do not claim to be a pro at this. Coming to this channel with just a person who's enjoying this hobby, enjoying the smell of fragrances for men, and enjoying helping other people kind of pick out and pick out their own fragrances for specific times and outings and for their, use, because everyone has different, like, I guess you would call it scent profiles that they enjoy. So just because I enjoy something doesn't mean someone else will, but going on to the next one. This one's a formal one. Since we have our casual, out daily one that you're going to use, this one is going to be I guess you would call it a more formal one, which I would call, it's also a dupe of a specific cologne that a lot of people enjoy, which is called Dior Homme Parfum. This one is called Rayhan Obsidian. This one, this is one of the ones I personally enjoy. It. Some people say it smells like vegetables. I heard some reviewers say it smells like boiled vegetables or something like that. But maybe that's just the iris or the citrus or the leather in it. But this has top notes of iris, citrus, leather, sandalwood. It's a lot of stuff. So first, when you spray this, oh man, let's see. Yeah. First, when you spray this, you're gonna smell a little bit of citrus, a little bit of iris. When it goes down a little bit, like when it's like in the middle notes or when it's been on your skin for a while, you're gonna start to smell like a velvety leather, and then after that, you're gonna smell like once it's in like to the base notes, you'll have like this cedar, sandalwood, like very tame oud, because there's some of that stinky oud that makes you want to do the pu pepper le pew kind of vibe, but this is one of those very well-rounded, professional leaning, nice, very charming smells. They're like, when you smell this, you feel like someone's wearing maybe like a suit, or maybe a little more business casual, maybe like a polo, maybe a button-up shirt, like maybe I wear it. I feel like this one could be. I say it's formal, but I feel like you could also wear this out, like to a bar. Like I could wear it with like maybe something like this, like with a open shirt. Maybe I know I have a white beater at the bottom of it in the chain, but like maybe even button up the shirt. I just feel like this just feels very like you actually put effort into like smelling nice. I really think this is one that everyone should pick up, and it's not that expensive. Rayhan makes very good, in my opinion. I'm not being sponsored, obviously. I'm not. This is my first fucking video, but I think Rayhan makes very good colognes, and this is one of the first ones I bought, and it's good. Rayhan Obsidian. Definitely check this out. Use this in a more sophisticated scenario, or if you just are that guy and you just feel like you could wear that. But I feel like this one, depending on the attitude, you could wear it anywhere. I'd wear it anywhere, but that's just me. Like if I enjoy a fragrance, I'm gonna wear it, and I feel like the attitude you exude with the fragrance and the clothing that you wear with it also, kind of puts the whole thing together. So yeah, that like keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Um, Now we're gonna go on to number three. Although, by the way, all these are not in any specific order when we're talking about these fragrances. They all that's why we're talking about specific niche cases where you would use them or where you wouldn't. Also, I feel like before we leave Rayhan Obsidian, this is not a blind buy. I don't think this is a blind buy. I personally think it's really good, but I feel like this is one where you should definitely sample it. Even though it's super cheap, like all these are cheap. I think John Lowe Immortal can definitely be like bought blindly, but this one is one of those ones where I feel like people. It depends who you are. I like it. I think it smells good. It has like a slight baby powder smell when you smell it off the nozzle, but then it has like a very like distinct like masculine manly smell to it. Maybe that's just me though. Everyone smells like different notes when they smell perfumes. So before anything, I always say sample shit. But let's get into our vacation tropical vibes, guys. Let's get into our vacation and tropical vibes. One of my favorite and one of my first Hawasses I bought, which is tropical Hawass tropical. This one, let's talk about the notes for this one. This one I feel like is polarizing depending on what you enjoy as a fragrance. And if you're a new person like me to fragrances, you don't really have a skin in the game. You don't really know what you want to buy or what smells you enjoy because you haven't sampled stuff. So that's why I say if you're extremely new, you don't have any colognes or anything to go off of like smell wise, sample, because you don't want to waste money. Like, you don't want to buy something where you're like, ew, I don't like this. And I feel like not everyone enjoys coconut fragrances. Maybe that's just me, But I don't think everyone enjoys coconut, and I don't think everyone enjoys mint, and I don't think everyone enjoys vanilla fragrances because they may think it feels too like masculine. So like those ones, when you look it up and use like sites like Fragrantica, which those links will be down below if you don't know, there's a site where people give their opinions on fragrances and stuff. Take it with a grain of salt because not everyone has the same sense as you. So obviously, testing is the best way, but Fragrantica can be a useful tool. But this one, Hawash Tropical, starts out with coconut water, fig, and ginger when you spray this shit. That's what it smells like. It smells very coconutty. Like when you like shave coconut, like the inside and even the water. Fig, if you don't know what fig smells like, it smells very fruity and very almost nutty. Ginger smell gives it that little spice kick, and then the middle note smells like the coconut inside, like when it's on your skin and it's been just sitting there for a while. It smells like coconut, like the inside where you shave that shit, like the coconut shavings, and then it has like a little minty smell. This one also is I mean, people say it's a dupe or a clone of. I mean, it takes inspiration. I'm gonna say it takes inspiration because I don't know if it's a clone or a dupe. I don't know. It has its own name. It has its own identity, but it has a very similar, I guess not DNA, because I feel like JPGs are very sharp. You know, John Paul Gaultier's. I feel like their fragrances have like this very like they give you an uppercut to your nose and then they hit you with the actual smell of the fragrance. This one doesn't hit me with like a I've smelled the real still or the real deal of this or of JPG, and it hits you with this freaking like sharp ass kick to your nose. But this one is taking inspiration from John Paul Gaultier's or JPG, LeBeau, Paradise Garden. Me personally, I don't really care for the bottles. They're kind of gimmicky in my opinion. But this one is very. Think of you're in the Maldives, you're next to the ocean, it's super blue, you're in your freaking swimming trunks, you know, a girl brings you, or maybe you're in Hawaii, they bring you a coconut, you sipping from that shit, has a little lime in it, it's the vibes, you know. This is that type of fragrance. This is that fragrance that you would wear because this one, it sets the mood perfectly. But like I said, sample this one because not everyone there's a way to feel tropical and enjoy smells and fragrances that you wear, but it doesn't have to always have coconut in it. I didn't think I was a very big coconut fan, but this one keeps me it keeps me intrigued. Personally, I layer this with other fragrances because like coconut after a while it becomes a little much for me. I enjoy it, but I layer this one also with stuff a little bit to give it more depth because like I said, the most you smell from this, at least for me, is coconut, ginger, and a little bit of fig, and a little bit of mint. I don't really smell like the sandalwood or the musk or the tonka bean or anything like that, but it's a good fragrance. It's a good fragrance and it's cheap. It's like $30, and that's why I say it's worth picking up and seeing if you actually mess with it for a while and you wear it and you're like, oh, I really enjoy this. Pick it up. It's like a $30 fragrance, and it is different than a lot of fragrances people wear, and it sets the mood for specific events that you may have in your life. You feel me? You feel me? So let's go on to the next one. Number 4, boys. Number 4. Number 4 I would say is 9 p.m. 9 p.m. This is a very cheap one as well. People say that this is like I said, it takes this is a clone of, but I wouldn't say it's a clone. I would say it takes inspiration. We're gonna say it takes inspiration from JPG Ultramel. Me personally, like I said, JPGs I'll have a very sharp entrance to the smell, to like the top notes. This one doesn't. This one is, I'd say, good for clubbing. This is a clubbing fragrance. This is one where you go to clubs, you go to bars, you're out there, you're partying, a girl shaking her. You know, this is one of those ones where you're just vibing with people. And that was the ball. But I don't know what that also was. That was crazy. It's a heavy freaking like it's a well-made bottle, I'll tell you that. It's a heavy little, I guess you would call it golf ball sized, top. But oh yeah. Yeah, it doesn't smell like very sharp like Ultramel at all. But it does have let's spray it on this real quick. Let's see. I just want to give a good Yeah, apple. You smell apple first. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of lavender, orange blossom, which gives it like a brightness to it, even more brightness. Yeah. And then it has like a base note. When it dries down, it comes with that orange blossom, but when it hits the base note, you smell a little vanilla. This is one of those ones like when someone smells you, you feel they feel like a brightness to it. It's bright enough, but low key enough to pull compliments. I know this is one that's talked about probably a lot by TikTokers and just people in general, but this one's actually good. Like I said, I'm not a fan of colognes that punch you in the nose and kind of like you're gonna smell us. We're gonna zap your fucking nostrils before you freaking start to smell the actual goodness of us. But this one's actually a pretty nice cologne. This one is cheap too. It's one of those ones that it it's cheap, it's niche, and it's not something that everyone's gonna wear unless they actually take like pride in how they smell. This isn't one that everyone's gonna know about unless you're a frag head or you're getting into it or you're trying to take notes or trying to find your own, style within the fragrance world. Unless the only time I've seen this is literally when I started watching TikToks on fragrances and people were starting to promote it because I guess I don't know, maybe they were promoting it. But I tried this out. This is one of the first ones I bought before I started getting into buying like more designer stuff and I found my own like style within the scent world because it's a style. I feel like not like there's certain ones I won't wear. Like maybe we'll get into another video. Maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe you guys are like, oh, I actually enjoy these fragrances. I like his freaking scent, like his scent vibe. I'll talk about the stuff that I won't wear because like there's certain things I feel like are for a very much older crowd, like in their 40s and like 50s and stuff that aren't for me yet. But who knows? Maybe when I get older, maybe I'll my my scent profile will, I guess, mature to some extent. But yeah, this one is more for your like I feel like 25 to like early 30s, maybe even like mid 30s vibe when you're going to clubs and bars. This one gives you a little mature. It's a little more mature, but it's a little more fun. It's fun. It has a funness to it because it has that apple and that cinnamon. Yeah, it's good. This one's a good one. This one I have the girls on you. And I want to have the girls on you. And that's number four. Number five. Number five. All right, boys. This one for all my beginners is called. I'll show you it first. This is a date cologne, by the way. This is a date cologne, and it takes its inspiration from Parfum de Marley Leighton. It is called Lalique. All right, this is Lalique White and Black. There we go. I bought this one. It was an open box one from from a cologne distributor. I bought this one. It was a tester, so it didn't come in the box. But I had to buy it because for one, PDM Leighton. A lot of people say very good things about it, but this is one of the ones I bought in the beginning of my fragrance journey because I was trying to see how good can these like companies that are taking inspiration from some of these, even from the name, not the name brand, but from some of the niche brands or even from the designer brands. How good, how close can they come? And this one comes pretty freaking close. It's actually pretty good. This one, if you haven't heard of Parfums de Marley Leighton, that's a very popular fragrance that people enjoy. That's a very popular one. And the people on sites like Fragrantica and etc., they're a little split on whether this one smells similar or not. Um, but this one's good. This one's good. This, like I said, there's certain notes that people may not know how like the smell of. Like this one has Albanium, Sicilian, bergamot, grapefruit. It has like certain things that, like I said, for me personally, even though I think Parfum de Marley Leighton is a safe blind buy, I would say if you are new to fragrances and don't understand what the hell some of these notes or some of these like things smell like, sample so you at least understand like when you go and try to buy stuff what that smell entails, because like I didn't know what iris smelled like when I first got into fragrances, so I had to sample some stuff to see what iris smelled like, and I was like, oh, I like that. Same thing with rose. Rose is a very, I would say, intermediate fragrance notes that not everyone knows what it smells like when put into a fragrance. We know how roses smell, but like, how is it gonna smell on you? How do you want to smell like roses? You know, there's just certain things that you just don't know until you put yourself in there. So that's why I say sample, sample, sample. Do not buy, do not buy stuff without seeing if you enjoy it, because fragrances, it can get very expensive. Yeah, it could be from $30 for a fragrance. It could be from up to nine. I've seen fragrances up for $900. I've never spent $900 on one fragrance, but there's a lot of expensive fragrances out there. But these are my top five that I think everyone should have, and they're very inexpensive. I think most of these are under $100 to even buy a bottle if you do end up buying one. This one's good. This one's good. This is a good date night fragrance because it's like a little darker. It feels a little more intimate. I would say this is a more intimate fragrance. This is one that has like a warmness to it, but it also has like a lightness because it has like a little bit of vanilla in it. It has a little bit of lavender. The grapefruit kind of gives it a little bit of that brightness to it. Yeah, yeah. Let's try the other arm with this one with the Lilique in black, just to give you a better. Yeah, let it dry down a little bit. Yeah, this one has like a very much more intimate vibe to it. Yeah. I think you definitely should try. I would say this one may not be for everyone. I'm gonna keep it a B. This one may not be for everyone because it does start with like a. I say not to judge at least for me, the way I do it. Don't judge a cologne off its initial spray. Judge it off of the dry down, in my opinion. That's how I do. Because the initial spray may not smell that great, but the dry down is the thing you're gonna be living with for most of the day. So, smell another one. Yeah, the dry down is pretty. I like it. Well, initially, it does have like a it has a very slight medicinal menthol smell to the beginning of it, but it dries down very quickly and then starts to smell lavendery, pink peppery, cardamom, slightly vanilla, cedary. It has a more masculine smell to it. So I would say try this first. Let it dry down. Try it on your skin. Maybe it'll interact differently on your skin, but I like this one. I like this one, especially if you do want a Leighton cologne. You want something that smells like Leighton, but doesn't have the price of Leighton, which is like over $200. You know, don't spend over $100 on colognes until you know your cologne style. That's the biggest thing I have to say from this beginner video, especially me, because I consider myself still a beginner, even though I've bought a lot of colognes in the last 3 or 4 months. I still consider myself a beginner, but these are some of the cheaper ones that I've bought that I would say are I wouldn't sell. I'd keep them. And like I said, one of them I didn't buy. This one I got from a friend, and this is still one of my favorite colognes because this is like one of my favorite freshies. Yeah, obviously it looks like a dupe of L'Immensité because it has the little bottle top. It's very similar to a Louis Vuitton cologne. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys think of these colognes. Like I said, everyone doesn't enjoy the same fragrances. Which of these five were your favorite colognes that you tried or have? Or maybe you don't have these. Maybe I convinced you to try them. Let me know. Let me know. And also comment down below, is there a video that you guys think we should make next? Like, or any video ideas that you guys have that you would like to see done? Because I have a lot of opinions, obviously, since I've been in the cologne or fragrance, like, I guess you would call it, hobby for a few months. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? But yeah, let's go over this again. Number one, John Paul Immortal, or John Lowe, my bad. John Lowe Immortal. Rayhan Obsidian. I love the bottle. Bottle's amazing. Tropical Hawas. There's a lot of Hawases, but this is the tropical one. And we have 9 p.m. right here. Yep. I intentionally made these less expensive colognes because I know not everyone wants to spend an arm and a leg on colognes. Lalique white and black. Uh, and that's all of them. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful or found it entertaining or want to see more videos, maybe I'll do videos rating your guys' cologne collections, or who knows. I have a lot of ideas that I want to try in this cologne niche. I've been really enjoying collecting and finding my own scent journey within colognes, and I wanted to share it with you guys and also help you guys find your cologne, I guess, scent profiles and style, because I feel like colognes is just like clothes. You find your own style in colognes. Not everyone has that same swag. No one can wear your cologne the way you can. It's similar, like not everyone can wear the same shoes, not everyone wears the same, it's just like that. Other than that, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you guys like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, follow me on social medias, Instagram, TikTok, all that down below. And this has been your boy Jay Sense, and I will see you in the next video. Your boy Falco. Oh, I said Falco. Your boy Jason is out. Falco's my other person. Peace out. Don't wanna say